up? What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dynasty Smith, on the Dynasty DM podcast. We're here. We're back.
All right.
Got some great stuff for y'all today.
That's what's up.
The segment today is going to be about sexual frustration in the relationship. Somebody came to me and told me they wanted me to bring it to the floor, bring it to the table. So I had to bring it up, y'all. So we're going to have to talk about it. So if you got something to say, want to chat about it, we're live on Facebook taping today. So y'all can sure enough join the conversation. Let us know what you experienced, what you're feeling. But before we get into that, I got a special guest in the building. Y'all know I always got something good for y'all. Got some good information for you. Got some great people here. And before I get into who's to my left, let me go to the right. Y'all know I got my co-host in the building. Hey, on time today, y'all.
On time, MJ. MJ on time. That's what I hear today.
MJ on time.
On time. I was actually here early because I wanted to see y'all. I can't see y'all, but I was here early. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, Dynasty.
Through all the Atlanta traffic. Y'all know it's picking back up. People starting to move around. But he made it, y'all. He's still trying to get that check. I told him, I discussed that with human resources. We'll get back to that later. We're going to table that. But
yes.
And we're going to shift to the left now. We got Mr. Brian Buchanan. I know y'all looking at this handsome, debonair gentleman, and y'all going, who is that? Oh, my gosh. He's in the building. What's up with that? Well, this is Mr. Brian Buchanan of Protection Global Insurance. So you guys might want to listen up because I think Mr. Brian might have some things to share with you, especially
to everybody out there in podcast.
Yes, sir.
Dynasty, so glad to be here. So glad to be here.
Thank you for coming, taking the time.
Absolutely.
Out your busy schedule.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here. Well, insurance, I say all the time, insurance runs the world.
Yes, it does.
Every person alive at some point in time, they're going to have to have insurance in some form.
Exactly.
And so it's an industry that I'm a part of that I absolutely love. I became a part of this industry or got into this industry because I love people.
Oh,
and I love helping. And I love helping people.
Awesome.
Okay.
Just a little bit of my background. I've been in this industry now for going on 14 years.
Whoa.
Wow.
And
OG triple.
Hey man. You do what you love, right?
Exactly.
You never work a day of your life.
That's right. That's right.
And but yeah, about 14 years, going on 14 years now in this industry. I started with a company that many people may be familiar with, Northwestern Mutual. I worked at the branch in Buckhead.
Okay.
And became a financial advisor for them. And of course, did manage accounts, retirement planning, life insurance, annuities, mutual funds, etc.
Okay.
But I wanted to do more.
Awesome.
I wanted to do more in this industry, and so I had fortunate to have a really good mentor who's been in this industry for probably 40 years.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, he's done very well in this industry, and he advised me to go back, get other certifications, and become a PNC agent, property and casualty agent.
Okay.
And, of course, property and casualty is pretty much like the grandfather of this industry. It's the gateway products. It's your auto insurance, your homeowner's insurance, your business insurance, etc. It covers everything from RVs to motorcycles to boats to you name it.
Awesome.
And he told me, he said, listen, in the financial services industry, you can have a tough time. It can be you can be very successful at it. It can be lucrative. But he said, when you're dealing with people and you're dealing with their assets, as in particular as it pertains to retirement planning, most people, if they haven't built a relationship with you, it's going to be difficult for you to become their advisor.
Correct.
Okay.
He said, but if you could go back, get the property and casualty products and offer those to your client first, save them money on your auto insurance and their homeowner's insurance, build a relationship, and then at that time, then you can help them in other ways. And so I did that. I left Northwestern Mutual after getting other credentials. I left Northwestern Mutual. I took a position with Allstate, and I ran in Allstate for several years.
Oh, all right.
And then decided I didn't want to be a captive agent anymore.
Okay.
And what I mean by a captive agent, for those of you who don't understand that term, captive agent is when you work for one particular company,
right?
And then you can only provide to your clients their products.
Okay.
And so I started running into those issues where I'd have clients that I thought were great prospects, wanted to help those people, but they weren't Allstate's appetite.
Yeah.
You know, and so I could not place them. I could not provide them with policies that they needed. And so finally I decided that I would become an independent agent. And I opened an independent agency.
Nice.
We're going on 5 years now.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yes,
sir.
Awesome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's
awesome.
just a little bit of, we can get more into a
Well,
few
I'm
other
gonna
things
give
here.
it
in just a little
some because mainly I do want the folks out there in the media world to know how you can help them, or what are your target markets in terms of insurance, as far as like the individual market. Give us some examples on how you help your clients in terms of, because in insurance it's another language.
It is.
And a lot of times we gotta make it more in layman's terms so people can understand what they should be looking for, what they should have in their policies, as far as like auto, as far as homeowners, or even commercial insurance. So give us some ideas, or give us some examples, and let us know what your target market is.
Well, let me just say this. I know we'll have limited time today, but we are Protection Global Insurance Agency.
Don't worry about the time. We got you.
Awesome. And we're located at 534 Medlock Road in Decatur. And so of course, but you asked the question about target market. Okay. We are a multi-line insurance agency.
Okay.
And when I say multi-line, that means that we pretty much can write anything. So whatever insurance needs the client may have, we for the most part can provide service to them.
So would that be as far as like list your product offering, life, auto, because I want to make sure people kind of understand, what you can provide.
Absolutely. Of course, life insurance, okay, in every gamut. And then, of course, auto, homeowners, commercial, retirement planning.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Absolutely.
All right, awesome.
I'd like to just, say something as it pertains to auto insurance and homeowners insurance. As you mentioned, sometimes it can be, a foreign language to people. Most people have auto insurance policies and homeowners policies, but they have no idea, as it pertains to coverage or what their insurance policy covers, and so on and so forth. And that's what we like to pride ourselves on. We like to pride ourselves on not just giving a client a policy, but educating the client about what they have.
Right.
We use a statement at the agency called "Don't ride around with your assets in your trunk." Okay. Don't ride around with your assets in your trunk. And the reason why we say that is because there are a lot of people in the state of Georgia in particular. As it pertains to insurance, you have liability insurance. Many people are familiar with liability. Well, liability insurance is a coverage that you must have if you're a driver. Okay. And with that being said, it's also two parts. So liability insurance is two parts, meaning there is a bodily injury component to your liability insurance, and there's a property damage component. Okay. So it's two parts. That means that in the event you're in an accident, you're deemed at fault in that accident, then you're liable for the damages that you may have caused to the other party involved.
Right.
With that being said, they may be injured in the accident. Okay. And that's the first part that I really want to talk about, because of course we all know that we live in a sue-happy society.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Sue.
And as a matter of fact, when you get in your car today, probably when you turn on the radio, the more commercials you're going to hear than any other commercial. If you're injured in an accident, call me.
The ambulance chasers.
And absolutely.
And they singing about it too.
Oh, they got jingles and everything. So of course, so the truth is that if you're riding around and you have bare minimal coverages on your vehicle, and the bare minimal coverage or the state requirement in the state of Georgia is $25,000 up to $50,000. That means that if you're in an accident, your policy will pay $25,000 per person and up to $50,000 total for that accident.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the truth be told is you're not protected with those type of coverages.
That's correct.
Because if you injure someone in that accident and they call an ambulance, and they have to go to the doctor, which may be followed up with doctor visits, etc. Medical bills can add up very fast.
Quickly.
Very fast. Mm-hmm. If it exceeds your coverage amount of $50,000, then at that point, the lawyer that they've obtained has the option to go after you. If they find out that you own a home, they can order that you sell your home. If the coverage is on your policy does not amount enough, or is not enough to cover the injury of the other party. And so with that being said, you're riding around with your assets in your trunk, if that's the case. So we tell people, listen, give us a call. Let's take a look at what you have. Let's provide you with adequate coverage.
Correct.
So that that's not the case. They can also garnish your wages. I've seen situations like that. They literally can garnish your wages where you'll be working to pay for that accident that you caused.
That's unfortunate.
And so it can be a very unfortunate thing. And so we try to educate our clients. Sometimes it's a budgeting issue and they can't afford more. And but we like for them to be aware of the situation.
So I have a question for you. I'm glad you mentioned that. So what are your products from your company? How would you say, compared to a main, like a state farm, a regular insurance company that people are familiar with?
It's a good question.
As far as the price wise, are you at a premium because you're independent, or are you beating the competitor? You know what I'm saying?
That's a very good question. Very good question. Well, of course, just like anything, oftentimes people go after brands.
Right.
Exactly. They go after brands. The truth be told is you have several other companies out here that may not be as popular as others, but they are just as capable of covering, you and your risk.
Okay.
And so as an independent agent, for us, we have multiple options. I, as an independent agent, can actually sell any insurance company's products.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Yeah.
Right. So when you call me, you're gonna get all the options. I actually represent over 10 carriers. Okay, so probably the company
Did y'all hear that? So call him.
Right. And we're gonna make sure that we're gonna give you adequate coverage without compromising value.
Okay.
Yeah. We pride ourselves on actually providing our customers with better coverage and better rates. And I tell people all the time that quotes are absolutely free. So during the pandemic, during COVID-19, this pandemic, our activity and inquiries have actually increased because during this time, people realize, and a lot of people are, they're looking at their budget, they're having budgeting problems, and they realize that there's some areas they need to make some cuts. And so they've been calling, they've been emailing us, they've been making requests just to find out that they actually could have been saving $100 a month on that auto premium. And when you ask the question, our primary carrier that we write for is Liberty Mutual. Okay. That's our primary, and which of course is a well-known brand.
Absolutely.
But we also represent over 9 other carriers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think the benefit to that is, in that what a lot of people don't realize is how many phone calls are you really going to make when you're shopping for insurance? You're going to make maybe 1 or 2 because you're going to get tired of having to get this quote, get that rate, talk to this person. They're going to try to keep you on the phone and try to keep you, to get you to get that policy from them. But when you have somebody like Brian, who actually has access to all these different carriers. He just plugs it in and goes and shops it for you so that he can give you the best rates, the best plan, based upon, your budget or what you guys have discussed in terms of what you want to accomplish and getting the proper coverage. So that's the nice benefit to having someone who is an independent who can actually shop the market for you.
Awesome. And personable as well.
Absolutely.
It's always good to have your agent. The person who you can call when you have an issue that's going to advocate on your behalf.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of times people have claims and they're just put
and I was
in
just
the
thinking
circle.
about that. Yeah.
And they become frustrated over it and that kind of thing, but they don't know what to do. And so I tell people that having a personal agent that's going to work on your behalf. I don't work per se for those companies. I work for my client.
Right. Okay.
So I'm going to do what is in the best interest of my client.
That's good.
And so in that, I've had several conversations with carriers whereby I say, if you're not going to handle this claim properly and do right by my client, then we're not going to stay with
right,
you.
Exactly.
I'll take my client somewhere
Business
else where they'll be
elsewhere.
better treated. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I can leverage that type, of relationship that I have.
That's awesome. I didn't even know you can get a personal insurance person I had no idea.
Oh yeah.
Where
Absolutely.
my insurance company, we call, but I don't talk to the same person. They know the policy number,
Right.
and then they tell me what the deal
Exactly.
is. But I didn't know that
It's
you
a
could
whole
even
different
have
experience.
a personal
It's a whole
relation.
different experience when you
Yeah.
have that
Yeah.
person.
I just learned that just now.
Well, you think about it. And that's exactly what happens to so many people. They have a 1-800 number that they dial.
Just a voice on the phone.
They have no idea who that person is, and
Nothing
that
about
person has no idea who you are.
So we can't.
you're
even,
just another
now
number.
I can ask him if he actually have khakis on. What kind of clothes they got?
Yeah, you can. You can call in and say, are you
It's
wearing?
3 o'clock
What
in
are
the
you
morning.
wearing?
What are you
wearing?
What kind of clothes?
Khakis.
Khakis.
Can I run through some of the other coverages in a auto policy?
Yeah,
system?
I'm gonna let you go ahead and do
Okay.
that, and then once we do that, we're gonna go back to the DM topic because we do
Okay,
have to
absolutely.
get that because we do have our folks out there waiting for that. But this is interesting, and we probably have to have you come back again
Absolutely.
because I think that there's a lot more, so much to the insurance business. That people probably don't know and need to know. And just like MJ said, people don't realize how, some people do, but some people don't realize that they can have a personal rep that they can go to, even if they have a claim, or maybe they were the injured person in the accident and they don't realize, because I found this out in experience,
right,
that my insurance company could, help me with that, and advocate for me. And a lot of times people don't know that. But go ahead and run through.
It can be a very frightening thing when you got water all over your house, because a pipe is burst. And you have no idea, what to do. And then once you file a claim, you still have the water there.
Yes.
Right. You need a personal agent that can at the same time refer you to vendors, and that will take the time. That will take the time to walk you through that process because it can be a very, very scary process. Let me segue. I'll just segue to homeowners insurance. I wanted to make this point as well. To the listeners out there, I want to say this. I can also help you to lower your mortgage payment.
Oh,
okay.
Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Is the camera on? Is this thing on?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot goes into the amount that you pay on your mortgage based upon your insurance. As a matter of fact, we all know that if you have a mortgage, then you have what is an escrow. Okay. That means that when you pay your mortgage, a portion of the money that you pay goes toward paying for your home.
Correct.
Another portion of the money goes toward your taxes, and another portion of your money goes toward your insurance. If you're able to lower your insurance piece, then you can lower your mortgage payment significantly.
Wow.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, Yeah. So it's
I'm definitely calling you, bud. It's without question.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I love it.
I had no idea that would happen.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome.
This is awesome. I feel great right now.
So was there anything else you wanted to kind of cover really quickly? And then we're going to let our hair down and we're going to go back into the Dynasty DM topic.
Well, I'd just like to say that, give us a call. As I mentioned before, quotes are absolutely free. Do yourself a favor. Give us a call. Let us see if we can provide you with better coverage, better rates than what you currently have. Assure you that we'll do that without compromising value at all. And then in the same token, you will gain agents that care about you and that care about protecting you. So that's basically.
And also, I shared Brian's card on my Facebook page, but please tell our viewers and listeners where they can call you or find you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Once again, we're Protection Global Insurance Agency, located at 534 Medlock Road in Decatur, Georgia, Suite 100, 30030. Give us a call at 678-531-2300. If you just like to make an inquiry, just send us an email. Go to protectionglobal@insurer, that's INSURER.com. And we'll definitely make sure that we get in contact.
Awesome. That's
Yes,
good stuff.
indeedy.
Awesome.
Yes,
awesome,
indeedy.
Awesome.
Please, if he do me a favor, repeat that for them again.
Well, we're going to come back around. We're going to come back around. Yeah, we're going to come back around before we wrap up, and we're going to let Brian tell them again where to get in touch with him. But before we do that, we got to, get to the juicy topic today. And that is sexual frustration in the relationship.
Wow.
So, somebody came to me, of course, Dynasty's DM, direct message, whether it be in conversation, somebody may call me and say, or send me a direct message and tell me, hey, you need to discuss this. This is, something I think should be brought to the table. So, the sexual frustration in the relationship.
I see that you was eager to have this conversation. Wow. We couldn't even go back.
I couldn't wait.
Yeah, I see that.
Well, I was just, curious as to, one, of course, I want to know, what you guys, have you ever had any conversation with anybody or, that, or experienced it yourself? Some people may not want to admit that,
As a man, are we talking about as a man?
It doesn't matter. It was a man that brought it to me, but it's a man or a woman.
Wait,
it doesn't matter.
Here's the question. So are we talking about it from a woman's perspective or from my perspective?
It doesn't matter. Your perspective or
Are we talking
somebody.
about she being frustrated or
this was a man in particular.
You being frustrated?
This was a man in particular that brought it to me.
Okay, so you can go first and then I'll go.
He was experiencing some frustration in the bedroom.
Okay, go ahead.
And how do you handle that?
Sexual frustration. I didn't know I was going to be doing this.
Well, you're a part of the conversation, sir.
I'm all in.
Thank you. I knew you would be.
You're one of my favorite topics.
You see, I'm going to jack it up. You know what I'm saying? Let me,
Sexual frustration in a relationship. Well, I will say that, in a relationship, sex is very important.
Yes.
It's a huge part of the relationship. And just like any other component in the relationship, I feel like communication is the key.
Absolutely.
You enter into a relationship, you need to know. That's one of the conversations that you need to have. you need to know, baby, what pleases you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm here to do just that. And so
I think y'all heard that, ladies.
Exactly.
All right.
And so I think I think that's a conversation.
Porn music.
Right.
Chicka chang chang.
I think in a nutshell, I think that's where the frustration comes from. I mean, if you with somebody who really care about you,
absolutely,
then I feel like your woman's gonna want to please you.
That's true. That is true.
She's gonna want to please you, and if you're open enough to talk to her and teach her,
All right now.
Because sometimes,
Hey,
There is a lesson.
I want to talk to some of the brothers out there. Listen, brother, teach that woman what you like. Man.
right.
And if that woman really love you, she care about you, I guarantee you, she gonna put it down. You ain't gonna have no frustrations.
Okay then.
You're not gonna have any frustrations.
So is it quantity? Is it the amount of sex? Is that what it is? Or
Well, I don't know. I didn't get into.
See,
I mean, I was so excited to bring it to the table.
Right.
I didn't even get into the details of his own personal experience. I was just like, yes, I'll talk about it. Yes, I will.
Okay.
I'll bring it to the table.
I see this because I can't wait to hear your version. However, I know. So let me just keep it 1,000 with the people.
Keep it 1,000. I love it. Keep it 1,000.
Keep it 1,000. So I have sexually frustrated women, or I have done that to them because I'm on my purpose, right? So I'm grinding.
Right.
Sometimes I don't have time, and I'm also tired as hell.
I got you.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I really don't. That's not what drives me.
You're not driven by that.
I will have sex, of course. I will make the woman climb the wall or whatever necessary needs has to happen.
However, just went to the rated R version of the show.
However, to keep it 1,000, I'm on my purpose. So if I'm grinding, if I'm on the check, if I get home and she in the lingerie, if she go into the bathroom longer than 5 minutes, I might be on the couch knocked out.
Oh wow!
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because I'm tired that way. Yeah. I'm out here on my purpose, honestly.
Right.
If a man is only trying to satisfy his woman on a regular, he ain't on his purpose.
Right.
He can't be having sex with this woman and be grinding all the time. It don't work. It got to be an equal balance. So it really shouldn't be any frustration. No, listen, it really shouldn't be frustration.
Right.
It should be compromise and understanding. Because you shouldn't
that
be
goes back to
frustrated.
communication.
Right. You shouldn't be frustrated because I'm now. If it's what I asked the question earlier was, is it the amount of it? Because some women are promiscuous to the point they want 3-4 times a day.
Right. Hey,
let me explain something to you.
It is what it is.
There is. I'm a man, right? I'm a man.
We see that.
And you a thorough brother. G Wade is thorough, right?
Okay,
y'all thorough,
right?
It ain't no 3-4 times a day for us, bro. Let's keep it 1,000 right now.
1,000.
We don't have 3 or 4 times a day in us right now. That's not gonna happen. G, keep it 1,000. Now, at 21, I would have caught her. Right. She would have been like, she'd have ran out screaming Bloody Mary. Right. But I'm 50 years old right now. You understand me? Brother. I'm 50.
I understand.
I don't have 3 or 4 times in a day. I don't even have 3 or 4 times in a day. I'm already grinding. Then I gotta come home and 3 or 4 times back to back. No, that ain't gonna happen.
Right.
I wouldn't even be here in this goddamn podcast right now. Because that means last night I'd have had to do it 3 or 4 times. Hell no.
Can I throw a monkey wrench in here real quick?
Go ahead, throw a monkey wrench.
Because a lot of times frustration comes because women say, and I'm talking about now from a women's perspective.
Okay, go on now.
They're talking about.
I'm gonna let you have that, but that's my spot.
Okay, but go
ahead. I'm gonna let you have a moment.
I'm throwing the question at you though.
Go ahead.
I'm throwing the question at you.
I'm listening.
Does size matter?
Oh, wow. Well, hold on. Where the peanut gallery come from?
I don't agree with that.
We got the peanut gallery over here.
Yeah, we do.
Because I believe that you got to know what you're doing. I think whatever tool you got to know how to use it and work with it. And if you can use it and work with it, know how to please me, baby, you don't got to be all huge and whatnot. Just get the job done.
Let's get the job done.
Okay, I'm going to flip it on the peanut gallery then.
Yeah, me too.
No.
I'm trying to
you
tell
ready
y'all.
for this? You ready for this?
Interesting.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
So we don't like it all like a damn ocean either. We want to feel something. We want some kind of walls. Goddamn.
They don't want to be swimming.
Hello. What's going on? What's going on? Who's there? hurt. Hell no.
I think too. I think like for me, I think personally, and maybe from some other women, it's how you're treating that woman outside of the bedroom, then all the things that lead up to the bedroom. So you can pretty much get there by just all the things that because psychologically, mentally, when you're feeling somebody and they're doing the things, they're in tune with your body, and they know how to please you.
Right.
I mean, hell, we might get there before we get there. I'll be like, listen, I'm finished, buddy. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you better get yours because I'm sleepy now. I'm going to bed.
I'm gonna say this to the brothers that's out there too, and to your point. Make love to your woman before you get to the bedroom.
Hello. Yeah. Preach, brother.
Make love to her before you get to the bedroom.
Did you hear that?
I mean,
did you hear that?
And I'm gonna tell you, the truth be told is that if you can stimulate her mind.
Come on, somebody.
If you can stimulate her intellectually.
Baka baka wang wang.
Half the work is done.
It's done.
It's done. It's done.
That boy need theme music over there, goddamn. He need theme music.
But I think in this new era, especially this millennial era, not a shot to the millennials, whatnot, love the millennials or whatnot.
Yeah.
But we're the romance. That whole thing of romance, man, has kind of been one of the things of the past.
Yeah.
And I don't know about y'all, but I'm old school.
Right, me too. Well, that's because they're buying into the environment and the trend, and I think that we have to bring it back. It has to do with the music, the environment, all of the quick stuff. Everything's so quick. There's no romance. There's no courtship.
I'm romantic as hell.
And you gotta, like you said, the old-fashioned people. Some of the ones
romance
just
myself. I'm so damn romantic.
And we have to. The ones that are still old-fashioned and, into that, we're the ones that have to kind of bring that back. We have to really make that happen and not lose sight of, what really turns a person on. And to me, that's what it's all about. Like you said, make love to your woman or your man before you ever get to the bedroom. It's how you treat them. And we got to bring our brand success coach up. But before we do, I just want to say, too, communication is a key, like you said. Because it may be something going on underlying that could be causing the frustration. Like you mentioned, you're working, you're grinding.
Exactly.
So that woman might be feeling some kind of way. She's feeling neglected. So that could be it. And then sometimes we shut down. If we feel like, okay, you're just going to ignore me, or if we say, hey, I want to take a bubble bath with you, you know what I mean? You might have to pay attention to that. Don't be like, oh, I don't feel like it, because it might be that moment that she just needs that attention from you, and it just may be that. And if you keep turning her down, that could cause the frustration, and then now she's not wanting to.
Do women still want to be held?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now,
because
me,
a lot of
not
times
too long, because I get hot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's going to be a few minutes, and I'm like, okay, I got you go there, I'm going over here, get the air going or something.
But what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to nitpick to find out where the frustrations could really be coming from. And a lot of times it's just because the woman, she's not being held after the fact. She just feel like it was a wham bam, thank you, ma'am, and she was not appreciated.
Yeah, for who, and I guess that depends on where you are in your relationship too. Because for some people,
they want to roll over and go to sleep.
Relationship, and we ain't got to do all that. We did all that earlier on. So I'll be like, listen, go over there. Good night. I'll see you in the morning. Breakfast.
Bro, let me just interject real quick. There's a lot of women, wham, bam, thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's just keep it 1,000 out here.
You keep it 1,000.
We keep it 1,000.
There's some shorties out here right now, like, let's go, real quick. Get up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They just throw you the hell out.
Again, that is this environment, that quick environment. That's some of these people that's buying it there.
Look here now.
That ain't my deal.
It's not just for the woman, right?
Absolutely not,
It ain't just all about the woman.
And if that guy was sexually frustrated, the person who brought this whole topic up, then I don't know. There's
it's a lot of reasons. It could be it's a myriad of things. It could be. So we can't.
I want to get a woman that's in her 40s where she's peaking.
Oh yeah.
Come on over here. With that being said, come on over here. Come on over here, Sheila. Come on, she peeking. Come on, peek your butt on over here.
All right. Talk about the peak.
I need some music.
She's a brick house.
She mighty. And let it all hang out. All right, let it hang out now.
All right.
Y'all got my favorite mic.
Oh,
on
Talk
the
about
mic.
the peak.
So, Miss Brand Success Coach Tamiko Drummond, our marketing moment. What you got for us today, Miss Tamiko? What you got? What you got? You know, did you see how she
Make sure I'm next to my friend.
I love it.
You came ready, didn't you?
Hey,
I
boo, I
realized I was
missed
gonna have this much.
That's how we do it on Dynasty
I
DM.
love it.
Go ahead.
I love it.
Okay, so I'm going into my DMs. Or are we talking about the frustration?
No, you're going into your marketing moment.
Okay,
and we'll
excuse
get-
me, I'm sorry.
We're gonna
Ooh,
break that one up.
I got
You
excited.
done heated up the room, damn it.
Right. Okay. All right. Short and sweet.
That's
My topic
me, short and
is
sweet.
All right. Now. That's why you wait for you to say it.
right. Is where the money at? And the reason why
Get the bag now. Where the
He's like,
money
wait a
at?
minute.
so the reason why I'm saying that is a lot of people are not clear on who their customers are, right?
Right.
And so you ask some entrepreneurs or whomever, and they're like, "Who's your customer?" And they're like, "Everybody."
That's true.
Let me tell you something. Everybody cannot be your
your
customer.
That's true.
You cannot market to
I
everyone.
like it.
Right. You have
So
to have a
be
target.
clear and figure out where your money at, because that's where you should go.
Nice.
You know,
Right,
find the
exactly,
people
exactly.
who's gonna give you that money.
That's right. That's
All
right.
right.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. We like
So,
that. We
so,
like that.
so your target audience, you know what I'm saying? Your demographic, you know who you
Right. Right.
And that's one of the things we were just talking
Yeah,
about.
we're
You
talking
know,
about
with
that.
Protection Global, we're talking about the target market. Who's his ideal client? Who is it?
Right.
You know, who does his products really serve?
Exactly.
You know, who could utilize his
A
service?
lot of times, people are in social groups. Like I in particular, I'm an alpha. So with that being said, that is considered a niche market for me. And so a lot of entrepreneurs need to identify those niche markets.
Right.
Whereby it's automatically going to be a warm market for you.
Exactly.
Just
Exactly.
due to identification or association.
Yeah, you
Right.
got a whole lot of them too. A whole lot of bros like yourself everywhere. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Well, before we wrap up, do you have something to add to the Dynasty DM?
Oh, of
And
course
from a
she
female
does.
perspective, we're gonna let you get your 15 seconds in.
No, I agree with what you all said. You know, I think the frustration lies in definitely not being able to communicate.
Yes.
And if you're in a relationship, I mean, I know you're busy, but boo, you need some time. Like, can I get a hug? Can you just? Can we cuddle?
Well, I didn't say it wasn't any time. I'm just saying if the person is sexually frustrated,
Right.
it's a reason.
There's
why,
a
right?
reason.
Yeah.
Well, he
if
was
it-
man enough to admit, which
Oh, yeah,
I
exactly.
commend that all day, because a lot of men may ignore because they're busy. What I'm doing, like, I mean, she's
Right,
tripping.
right.
You know what I mean? But to acknowledge, to say,
It ain't like I'm
you know,
doing it on
I know
purpose.
that you might, I'm not purposely
Like, baby,
doing
you
this
want me to
shit.
go
She
get
might
this
be a little-
bag?
Right.
Or you want to go to bed?
Right,
Which I
exactly.
mean, you know.
No, I could,
Get on.
it's
Let's get on the
time.
schedule.
Right.
That's why I was saying.
right.
That's why I was saying if it's the amount of the sex, because
Right.
some people just want a lot
the
of
time,
it.
right.
But if you twice a week or 3 times a week, or if you can get it in as many times as you
Right.
can, that's fine for some
Right,
people.
right.
Some people don't. And them peak women, you know what I'm saying? They going after the 5 days. And they the 24-hour days.
can't do it.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
There are machines.
Sound good in theory, but I'm like you. I'm too busy. I be like, look, I'm tired.
There are machines and different things that they sell for that. I'm not going to talk about that. X-ray. I'm going to say PG, but there are things for those peak women out here.
Things. Let me find out.
Yeah, toys.
Listen, okay, let's not. We gonna be going off.
They won't be
topic.
frustrated. They won't
I
be
just got
frustrated no more.
reacquainted with.
Most of these people are
Anyhow,
I'm done. I am so done.
let's get back. This is
Okay.
making me hot.
Okay, so
Go ahead, grab the mic again.
Tamiko, tell
Grab
the
the
people where
mic.
they can find you, please, if they need to seek your services. And
Awesome. My name is Tamiko Drummond, and I am the Brand Success Coach. You can find me at brandsuccesscoach.com and follow me on IG at Brand Success Coach. The tagline for my company is, once you choose us, they will never stop talking about you.
Never stop
right
talking
now.
about you. I can assure you of that.
Mr. Brian.
I need to get your.
You need everything.
Right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Mr. Brian Buchanan.
I don't want to ever stop talking about me.
Right.
We thank you for coming by and sitting in with us
Yeah.
today and
My pleasure.
joining the conversation
My
as well.
pleasure.
And please, again, tell the folks out there in the social media world where they can find you and enlist your services.
Absolutely. email us at protectionglobal@insure.com. Give us a call at 678-531-2300. I would give the website, but our website is under reconstruction. Yeah, it's under reconstruction. Okay. But absolutely, give us a call. We'd love to see if we could earn your business.
And his card is on my Facebook page, so if you did miss that information, you can always go to my page, and I do have his information on my page. And my co-host, MJ, any thoughts from you today before we wrap up this segment?
As far as what we talked about, or just giving them some information?
Information.
Okay, so check this out. MJ got something for you quickly.
Yay!
So we're rolling out, introducing Elite Productions, LLC. That is me. I have a co-founder with me, but we are rolling out. Are y'all ready? Drum roll. Can I get a drum roll? All right. We are rolling out custom-made sanitation stations.
Yeah,
yes, indeed.
Keep us safe
all right,
clean.
all right. So what that is basically it's an electronic sanitizer. It has sanitizing gel. It has hand wipes. It has paper towels, and we're going the world is my oyster, so I'm going everywhere. We're in production. We're going to be commercially doing things. You'll see them at restaurants. The best part is you can customize it for your own company. So if you have a logo that you want to put on it, basically you can have your logo, and we can make it any color that you want it to be. Also, it's a rental, and we're full service on it. So we will provide full service every day on this. You will never have to worry about stocking it. You never have to worry about cleaning it. It'll be full service, and it's all a good, nice rate. If you want that information, call me 678-287-9123. That's MJ, 678-287-9123 if you're interested in the service as a company and as a personal, because we got some people that want some really nice,
frou-frou stuff.
Yeah, frou-frou, stuff. But anyway, and also email us at eliteproductionsllcga@gmail.com. Okay? It's too long.
Well, she'll talk to you about that. But thank you so much. Yeah, she is. She's on it. Thank you so much. And guess what? That's exciting because you guys know in past episodes you couldn't find MJ.
Can't reach him.
So
now you can reach
MJ.
Yeah, actually you can reach MJ on that number. I have other numbers, but that's the number. That's the number to call for the service. For the custom made
elite service.
Right, not
elite,
the fans.
Yeah, elite,
for the fan club.
Elite production.
Okay,
right,
we're
elite production.
On that.
Yes.
We're working on him with the fan club. Okay.
Can you see that in there? I want y'all to make sure y'all see that. You got that, G? All right. Got you. Okay. All right.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for joining today. Thank you for those who joined online today. We here. Thank you, WadeWorksStudios. And if you guys want to check it out again, you can check it out on the Thinking Out Loud Network every Wednesday at 6 o'clock when you are getting done with the workday. And y'all make sure y'all see MJ Elite. The Elite. What is it? Elite Production?
Elite Production.
Elite.
Yes.
Take note of the word Elite. And you guys, we have to bring Mr. Protection Global back in because I'm sure there's more information he would love to share with you guys.
I want to help him to lower the mortgage payment.
All right.
Yes, I want him to help us lower the mortgage payment too.
Lower your mortgage payment. Yeah. So again, it is yours truly, Dynasty Smith on Dynasty's DM podcast. And y'all check out the music links at the end of every podcast. I always have a link to some feature artists, either my music or other artists that I think are pretty hot, extremely hot. Got to put that in there.
Super hot.
So, so check
extremely
that out.
Hot.
Extremely hot, John Davis. So you guys have a great evening, and we'll see y'all next time.
Awesome. Woo!